All right, well, welcome to India in my little studio again, and I want to do a kind of impromptu gear bag review. I don't do a lot of these, but I bought a brand new bag for this trip, which is this one. It's a Manfrotto. I'm just reading off my notes here. Pro Light Reloader Switch 55 roller. Wow. Other brands are available, and I did a lot of my research. I'm sitting on the swing, by the way, in case you're wondering. A lot of other brands are available, but I did my research and I like this one because my existing roller bag is slightly too long for cabin baggage, and I need a roller for cabin baggage rather than a rucksack because I've got a pretty bad back and I'm sick of lifting stuff. And there's a lot of places I go where I want to have a roller because it's just a lot more convenient than lugging a rucksack everywhere. But the reason I chose this bag is that it converts into being a rucksack too, and I'll show you that in a minute, which is really, really useful. Now, this is within cabin baggage size. Okay, the weight of it, that's up to you what you load. Some airlines are strong on weight, some are not, but the size, this is within that I really like. It's really well made. It's got a lock, you can see there. Okay, so you can padlock it. I would put an air tag inside it as well, so you can keep track of it. Now, lots and lots of pockets, of course, and when I undo it, what I really like, can you see that? It's got these two retaining straps to hold it open. They're detachable, of course, you don't have to have them, but I think it's fantastic. Inside, well, lots of compartments for gear, and I'm going to show you the gear in a minute because I'm about to load it because I'm in India and I'm leaving today and going home. So I'm actually going to load this for home traveling to see it. Lots of pockets here, which are fantastic. Really, really deep as well. Nicely padded. The roller is actually on the outside, so the roller assembly here is actually on the outside, which is quite good. So lots of room in it. Really well constructed. Really, really well made. One thing and the thing is, I bought this, right? I didn't get it for free. I bought it from Park Cameras, okay? So I didn't get it for free. I bought it myself at full price, so I can say what I like. It's got two wheels. I did look at the ones that had four wheels, and I just didn't like them because I wanted the switch version. The only thing I don't like, see this handle? Can you see that wiggle? I just don't like the wiggle a bit. I think the handle is a little bit flimsy compared to the rucksack. Sorry, Manfrotto, maybe I've set it up wrong and maybe I can adjust it inside, but that handle's a little bit flimsy. Now, it was fine traveling. I didn't really feel it, and maybe it's designed to not be rigid. I don't know, but I would like to see a bit more of a rigid handle on a future version, but it doesn't stop me buying it. I actually really love it. But yeah, much more of a better handle. Now let me just show you the rucksack, and you're just going to have to bear with me while I talk. Now, why do I want a rucksack on a bag like this? Because, you know, there are times, you can see here I'm pulling the straps out of here. There are times, of course, when you would want a rucksack rather than a roller bag. If you're going to grizzly bears, you're going to put the stuff on your back, etc, etc. I understand that it's not for everyone, but for a lot of us when we travel, I don't want to have a rucksack. I want to look a bit incognito maybe and have a roller and look like everybody else. Okay, so that's why I want to use a roller. But I'm just saying, there are times you use a rucksack and there are times when you use a roller, definitely. The reason this converts to rucksack, and this is not something that you're going to want to carry an awful lot on your back, okay, but the reason it converts is that there are some airlines, and we all know what they are, where you have to go downstairs and walk across the tarmac and up to the plane because they're too cheap to get a docking, a gantry to the terminal. And times like that, you want to be able to put this bag just on your back briefly. Now, it does up via some, this is a very, very simple review, right? So I'm not going to do any like extensive cutaways and stuff. You'll just see it does up via notches on the top there. So one strap notches there, and the other strap notches down here at the side, okay? And so you can use it, and you can pretty much carry it as a rucksack. Now, I wouldn't carry it for long because there's a ridge just at the bottom here. It's the design of the rucksack, it's well padded, that does stick in my back just a bit. So I'll carry it for 10, 15, 20 minutes, but I wouldn't want to carry it for 10 hours. But it's not for that. I'll tell you another use for having the rucksack, right? When I came back from Brazil last year, we were on a flight and they said, everyone has got a roller bag, come to the front, we want to weigh them to see if they go in the cabin or the hold. You don't want that. You don't want your camera gear going in the hold. So at that point, you whack out your straps and get your rucksack on, because we had rucksacks that didn't weigh ours. So it's a really, really useful piece of kit. It's got nice outdoor straps for a tripod. Not that I would travel with a tripod on the plane, but maybe you're not. Maybe you're going on the train somewhere to do a shoot for the day. You're portrait photographer or whatever. It's very well made, extremely sturdy. It's got places for business cards and all kind of stuff, full of pockets. So I think it's a really, really nice piece of kit, and I'm now going to go and load it, and I'll come and show you what it's like when it's all loaded. All right, so I've packed the bag now completely as I need it. You can see I've got my 150 to 400 in here. I've got underneath this compartment here, I've got a zoom lens, and I'm very good at making use of all the compartments and putting stuff in. I've got 4 bodies in here, all the lenses. These are my batteries. I'll just stuff them in there somewhere, and that's it. And that's all I need for my travel. Now, I'm not sure it's going to fit a really, really big 600. You'll have to try it on that. Without the hood is a good thing. One thing you'll notice, I've got my cameras not connected to the lenses. Very important. I see people travel with like 500s connected to cameras. Don't, because if you drop that bag, you can break the connection, or just as bad, you can loosen the screws in it. If you haven't got a screwdriver with you, the cameras won't work. So never ever travel with cameras connected to lenses. And also, flip your screens. So if your screen is like that, flip it before travel, just to protect it. And it goes in there. That's nicely sealed, I think. And ready to fly. Well, that's it. I'm now off with my roller to Delhi Airport and to go home, and then after that, adventure's new. See you later.